Askreddit thread. What do you always say no to? Discussing politics on Facebook. Best case scenario, I end up in an echo chamber and learn nothing. Worst case scenario, your aunt ends up thinking I'm a fuckhead. Come on, my aunt has known that for years. My mother-in-law actually unfriended me because I politely provided facts with a source that contradicted her stupid image she posted. She didn't respond, didn't message me privately, just removed me and told my wife. That's okay. My cousin unfriended me because I said I hope our troops return home safely. I later found out from her mom that she said I was dissing the troops. I did this once. It was about net neutrality and how they felt the government was overstepping their boundaries on it. After a bit of some back and forth, the OP admitted not knowing anything about net neutrality, but just thought the government shouldn't be involved. I learned just how ignorant people can be. Sir, you've had enough to drink. Telemarketers. If I'm not busy with anything, I'll waste their time and try to convert them to some made-up religion. What do you mean you don't believe in the Force? Only Siths deal in absolutes. That's so dumb. Friends who get suckered into multi-level marketing schemes. Always starts off some innocent Facebook message too. Hey, long time no see. How's it going? Good. And you? I'm good. You interested in making some extra cash? Son of a... Got a call from a place that a buddy of mine got suckered into. Apparently, one of the initiation things is you need to recommend 3 people or some bullshit. But they called me, offered me an interview for a fake job. They know I'm a teacher, so they framed it around teaching a night course. My fucking friend told them way too much information about me that they could play up during the interview, so I thought, might as well see what this job is about. It sounded legit, my friend has never been sketchy. Anyway, after the phone call, I got a weird feeling and started Googling stuff. Basically found a bunch of shit and transcript that was basically our conversation on the phone. Fake interview and everything. Never showed up for the interview, obviously. My friend's an idiot. Wait, some guy I knew from church has a MBA and does business consulting. Last I spoke with him, back when I was in college, I got a call from him saying he's consulting with a new tech company that has impressive growth potential. He also kindly let me know that they were looking at hiring some new college grads and that they could set me up with an interview. You bet your ass I jumped on the opportunity and was sure to thank him for helping me with a great opportunity. I was excited for the interview, and when I showed up I found the tech company was his wife's MLM company. The tech product they were selling were discounts on cell phone plans. On top of that, you'd only receive the discount if you joined the MLL and paid a fee. No actual product, just discounts. The only way to make money was to sign up your friends and family. In the end, I learned a valuable lesson that day. Having an MBA doesn't always mean Master of Business Administration. Sometimes it's just 3 letters at the end of your name. Let's see. When I was a waitress, I noticed a man come in every morning with something new. He never ate, but his guests did. So my nosy self started to listen to one of his conversations. They'd meet up and they'd just have a normal conversation. The guest would order food and they'd still be talking. As soon as the guest had food and was busy eating is when the man would launch into his money scheme. I'd see the instant annoyance in the guest. Once I realized what was going on, I felt so awkward. But I'd always be quick to get their bill and start cleaning their table to try to save the guest. There's a lot of multi-marketing schemes. Door-to-door charity people. I barely have a penny to my name, so I donate my time instead of volunteering for a charity like that. And door knockers never seem to understand that, yes, $5 a month is actually a significant chunk of money for some people. That's because when they're training or whatever, they're told that the average Australian, American, Englishman, whatever, really has X amount of money that they can go to charity, that everyone wants to help, but they just don't think they can. So if you push and push, you can get them to sign up for a $40 a month donation to Children's Hospital, Medicine Sans Frontiers, whatever, and it's really just a drop in the bucket. They won't even know it's gone. But really, that's a lot of cash. Fuck that. I'll donate how I want to. Similarly, subway charity people, fuck you. It's rush hour, and this is pain enough without someone yelling at us about their probably imaginary sob story. One of the few times it's great to have a baby face. My wife and I own our own house, and door-to-door people are pretty universally hit it right. So I open the door and say hi, while they struggle with whether I'm the homeowner or just some asshole teenager who was told to answer the door. Hi, are your parents home? Nope. Slam. His name is Shark Farts. That's a good username. But my sister asked me to watch Ghost Adventures with her. She genuinely believes that shit and gets so upset when I can't hold back my Incredulous commentary. Wow, that's a big word. Incredulous. I think that's what it is. I can understand someone believing in ghosts, but Ghost Adventures is the single dumbest take on ghost hunting show. For Christ's sake, the retard is looking for 15th century Spanish ghosts and asks its questions in modern English. How does that even make sense in his head? Adventurer. I feel a deep connection with you. Will you speak with me? Ghost. ¿Qué demonios está diciendo? No hablo inglés, mang. Hey, Ghost Bros is amazing. You can drink along to it. Oh my god, did you hear that, bro? Don't watch Ghost Adventures for the ghost. You watch it for a 30-minute history lesson in the beginning and 30 minutes of comedy show at the end. When someone offers me food or drink, I can be ravenously hungry or totally dehydrated, but I always get flustered and blurt out, "No thanks." I probably need to change that. It just seems polite at the time, but afterwards I cringe myself. Edit. I thought to mention I'm Northern UK resident, so if this seems impossibly rude to you, that's probably your culture as opposed to mine. Whenever someone offers me food or drink. I once said no to a pizza slice 5 years ago. I'm still in therapy for not being able to process that moment. Please don't make my mistakes. Applying for store credit / debit cards. I have a few. 5% off everything I buy at Target, 5 cents off gas at Walmart. The trick is to only use them for stuff you'd buy anyway, and pay it in full each month. Although I did get 12-month interest fee free financing on a computer at Best Buy. Better to pay it off at 11 months instead of dumping the full payment now, especially when I'm earning interest through my savings account. But if you don't have the discipline to keep track of it, yeah, definitely a bad idea. This is how you do any credit card ever. I'm so glad other people get this. Plastic isn't evil. Lack of knowledge and willpower is what gets people. Do you want your receipt? Nope. Throw that shit away. I give you the money. You give me the donut. We don't need to bring ink and paper into this. When are you going to make me a grandchild? My parents asked my girlfriend and me, when are you getting married at a cousin's wedding? I looked lovingly at her and back at them and smiled and said, when I find the right one. Every time someone asks us, we push it back a year. Introduced my BF to my family the other week. My grandfather started to put the hard word on the poor guy, asking him when he'll get to be a great-grandfather. My dad is also suddenly hinting at being a grandpa. Thankfully, my mom has no interest. My mom once pulled it at me. I actually said, don't we make fun of this exact conversation like last year? Parents wanting revenge on their kids for ruining their lives. Would you like to donate $1 to a generic charity you haven't vetted for outcome effectiveness or fiscal responsibility? On top of your bill for groceries, morning coffee, craft supplies, so our company can post banners all over the place and how socially responsible we are? If you say yes, we won't feel like an asshole in front of 10 people behind you in line. But we all know you're not going to save these receipts for tax deduction, even though you get asked this about 5 times per day. I always just tell them no. I was a cashier, and let me tell you, I hated asking people they want to donate. You can tell how many people only say yes out of guilt. I don't really mind if the customer says no. I almost prefer it. I always respond, I've made my donation for the month. I just tell them no. Sometimes I'll just say it really quick, and they never get any problems for it. Unless they say, well, instead of getting back your 3 cents of change, would you like to just donate it to charity? I'd be like, sure. Why not? It's just 3 cents. I don't give a shit. Majority of the time, I just tell them no. People approaching me on the street. No matter the reason, it's an automatic reaction. And sometimes I get regretful like 3 seconds later. What? Sir, you dropped your wallet back there. No thanks. No thanks. Cigarettes. I have a friend that has tried everything from LSD to heroin. Whenever he's drunk, he tells me, never ever smoke cigarettes, man. It's not worth it. Heroin makes me feel real good and will get you addicted. Cigarettes give me 5 minutes to think about stuff and will get you addicted. Call me crazy, but I'd rather get hooked on cigarettes than heroin. Heroin will destroy your life faster. Like everyone says, cigarettes are the slowest form of suicide. Unless I'm drunk, although I can see how they'd go good with coffee as well. I think they're also great if you are late somewhere but want to take a 5-minute break. So you smoke regularly? Well, no, I only smoke when I drink. Any liquid really, or eat, and sometimes in between. Oh, he deleted his account. Literally anything on Facebook. Give me a life on candy. No. This is every political opinion I. Nope. Come like my cousin's new cover band. Nope. Share of Jesus. Hell no. I'm officially a ugly baby. My uncle has don't care. Deactivate it. Trust me, it's liberating. I totally would, but it's like the whole backup network for staying in contact with my friends. Not to mention it's great for finding and scheduling concerts, but I hate every other aspect of it. You know, on Facebook, you can hide certain people's feeds. It's not like it's always the same people. I mean, it's usually the same people posting the stuff you don't want to listen to. Like, I have a couple people on my Facebook and I just hide their feeds because they always post stupid shit. I also don't want to unfriend them. Please share and subscribe. No thanks. Please share and subscribe. No thanks. Even if a post is funny, I would normally share it. If it says share if you agree, I don't do it out of principle. You're not the boss of me. I intentionally don't subscribe to those people out of spite. I mean, if you like their content, it isn't hard to like it or something to support them. Yeah, that's kind of how YouTubers can continue to make content. OP's sexual advances. You should be so lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Cocaine. I just liked it too much. I am one of those people who just can't have a casual relationship with it, so I had to cut it out completely. For me, there was just never a single second where I was like, okay, this is exactly where I want to be, and I feel great right now. Just the constant carrot dangling in front of the treadmill feeling of one more ought to do it. And then it's 8 a.m., I've ruined the next 3 days, and I'm going to think about coke every time I drink for the next month. I'm the same way with pretty much every drug other than weed and psychedelics. Amphetamines, opiates, coke, nicotine, etc. It's like, holy shit, this is the best thing ever. I want this to be the way. I want to be this way for the rest of my fucking life. I love drugs too much to do drugs. That's why I don't do drugs. See, coke is so expensive, I don't see how people can get addicted. Well, you could do that what my landlord does and rent out your finished basement, and instead of paying bills and fixing things, you snort the rent money up your nose. Everyone wins. Well, except the people live in your basement who randomly wake up to find there's no electricity or cable/internet, or that some other random thing is broken, but who cares about them? Seriously though, is he at least paying the mortgage? Dear God, what if he's not paying it? And what is your phone number, sir, when I'm buying a $3 box of nails? Fuck all that. Are you Jewish? I live in a Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and every Friday and holiday, throng of Chassidic Jews are on every corner asking every passerby if they're Jewish so they can give you candles, a menorah. Have you listened to the shofar, etc.? I am Jewish, but it all feels really intrusive. And they even interrupt conversations or approach you when you're deep in a phone conversation. It just makes me feel weird. I recently moved to college, and I have been asked if I'm Jewish about 10 times in 2 weeks. I am not Jewish. I have never been Jewish. Whenever they tried to make me go to rehab. No, 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 no. PM your bosoms, girl. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Drugs. Cue 80s music. In reality, ketchup whenever my waitress asks. So does that mean that normally you don't accept drugs but not ketchup? Cheap dildos. You can taste the difference quality weights. Random women 3 miles away from me that wants to be fuck buddies. Hey, you live in anonymous proxy too? Wanna come hang out? Anonymous proxy too. Blue control decks. I always prefer blue no decks. I guess that's magic. When my wife asks if we can loan someone in her family money, nope. Green eggs and ham. I refuse to eat them here nor there. Heroin. Not even once. I am a young mom and have a baby face. His is so cute. Is he your little brother? No. Buying a full version of WinRAR. Are you asleep? Panda. Tequila. After puking on a bar and shitting on my balcony, I have to leave that stuff alone. Wow. When someone asks me to drink alcohol, I tell them no, always, for multiple reasons. I tried alcohol, many forms of it. Always just took a sip of something, decided it does not taste good, and then I didn't finish it. My grandpa and father are alcoholics. The latter has destroyed most of my life due to his addiction. I have seen on many occasions what alcohol can do to somebody. My father is a great guy when sober, but as soon as he has the alcohol going, which is pretty much 6-7 days a week, he turns to another person. I hate seeing it, and I do not want to end like that. More for me. There's always the stigma of not drinking. Everyone always wants you to do it. But once you tell them you have an addictive personality and you don't do it because of that, they usually leave you alone. Is Pepsi okay? Pepsi's fine. Coke is better though. But Pepsi's not that bad. It's sweeter than Coke. Panhandlers. Helping people move. Oh, you need help moving next week? I think I'm busy. Oh, you can do the week after too? Yeah, I can't do that either. Anytime this month you say, yikes, looks like I leave for the moon tomorrow morning and won't be back until next year. Sorry. I really like to help people, but that's just something I will never do again. Raisins. And anal. Gossiping. No, I don't care who went out with Jenny. No. I have no idea if Jake has lost his job, and for the love of God, don't try to make me enter a criticism circle jerk. We are not 16-year-olds. I'm such a bitch for gossip. What constitutes gossip? Is it just bad things or can it be good things? I don't mind hearing how people I don't see often are doing. Borrowing money. You like that, huh? Said my girlfriend whenever there's a hot girl on television. You fucking retard. You don't say a lot, Bob, but when you do, it's always profound. Door-to-door salespeople. You could offer me a pound of gold for $10 and I'd still say no thanks. If I need it, I will seek you out.